Welcome to Piano Video Lessons. I'm Lisa, and we're working on Grade 1 Piano, Technical Exercises and Etudes. This is Unit 1 of Year 2. In this lesson, we're going to be working on harmonic minor scales. You can find those on pages 4 and 5 of your ebook. You can just click the info card to come on over to pianovideolessons.com to get the ebook or the complete list of lessons. So, in our last lesson, we learned the three minor scales in natural form, A minor, E minor, and D minor, and we compared them to the major scale in order to build them. So if you don't already know your natural minor scales, I suggest that you go back to the previous lesson. And to make that super easy for you, I'm just going to put a link up here for you to come on over to that lesson with just one click. So here's everything that I taught you in the last lesson, and I'm bringing all this up at once, hoping that you've already seen it in the previous lesson, because the next scale we're going to learn, the harmonic minor scale, is very similar to the natural minor scale. There's only one difference. So the difference is that we have to raise the seventh note. So for the harmonic minor, we take the seventh note of the minor scale and we raise it up a half step. So looking at the music, you can see the natural minor form here for A minor had no sharps or flats. And then if you look at the next line down, this is the A minor harmonic form. I'll just put a little H in front of this one. It's the second line down. And you can see that there's a sharp in front of the G. And another one here. This G's in the same measure, so it's still sharp. And there's a G sharp here. So if you look at the scale that we've written out, here on this sheet, you can see that this note is the seventh note. And so we simply change it to G sharp. And now that's going to give a different sound to our scale. We'll have A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, A. And the reason for this sharp being added to the scale, it has to do with playing the scale in composition where we want the harmony to sound more pleasing. And so in an A minor scale, if you're familiar with diatonic triads, we've learned these in Unit 5 of Year 1, we end up with the fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is a minor chord. And minor chords are great, but sometimes it's nice to have a major fifth that will harmonize you down to the minor 1 chord. So this scale was really created to help us create a major fifth in our harmony. It also adds a nice lead up to the tonic right there. So it gives us more natural melody endings at the leading note to the tonic or the 7 to the 1 in our melodies. So that's the why. Everybody always asks why. So that's the reason. And now we're just going to play it because it's really not that hard. We're using our right hand fingering here. We're going to play 1, 2, 3, chunking it. Now D, and we're going to include the G sharp. Hear that G sharp? Now we'll go to A. And then D with G sharp, and then finishing it on A. That G sharp really leads you to the A. There's this awkward thing here where we're having an augmented second, which isn't the best melodic sound, but the ending here is. So there'll be another scale in Grade 2 piano that will help us fix that problem. Okay, so now let's play it one note at a time. 1, 2, 3, tuck. Up to G sharp, tuck. 1, 2, 3, tuck. G sharp and finish. Coming back down, G sharp down to D, 3, C down to A. G sharp down to D, C down to A. And now I'll do it without talking. Let's go ahead and try it for the left hand. So here's that seventh note, and we're going to raise it to a G sharp. And now we'll play it through. Let's chunk it. A first, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, A. Coming back down, E down to B, coming down A with F sharp in the middle, coming down E, finishing with A. And now we'll play it one note at a time. 4, 3 with G sharp, 4, 3 with G sharp. Coming down, thumb on E, 4 notes, A with G sharp. All right, so that's the left hand. Now moving on to the E minor, we have the natural form written here, and we know the rule for harmonic minor is to raise the 7th note. 7th note is always the last one before the tonic, so here we're going to raise the D, and it's going to become D sharp. We can go ahead and do that for the left hand as well, D sharp. And so this page here is right hand, and this page is left hand. I know it might look opposite because they're written beside each other on the wrong side of the paper. So let's go ahead then and chunk up this E minor harmonic form. Starting with right hand, 3 notes, E, F sharp, G, thumb on A, you're going to have D sharp here at the top. Then we're E, F sharp, G, with the sharp in the middle, and then A, B, C sharp, D, and then we're going to finish that with an E, coming back down, 4 notes, 3 notes, G and F sharp in the middle, 4 notes, D sharp, down again, and now we'll play it one note at a time for 3 notes with the sharp in the middle, A, 4 notes with the sharp on the top, E, 3 notes in the middle, A, and then we have D sharp, finish, coming down, the 4 notes with 1 sharp at the top, now G, F sharp in the middle, D sharp with your 4, and down we go. I'll play that again. And now for the left hand, let's chunk it first, starting on E, 4 notes with F sharp on your 4, 3 notes, C, D, sharp, E, back to the group of 4, F sharp, G, A, B, back to the group of 3, C, D sharp, E, coming back down, B on the top, E on the top with D sharp in the middle, B on the top, F sharp on the bottom, finishing on E. Now we'll play it one note at a time, group of 4, group of 3, sharp in the middle, group of 4, group of 3, D sharp in the middle. Coming back down, thumb goes to B, watch out, here comes that F sharp. Now D sharp in the middle, thumb on B, F sharp and E. All right, I'm going to play it for you in real time. All right, last scale is the D minor. We've got the natural form written here. We find the 7th note, which is the one just before D, and we're going to make it raised a half step, so we're going to change that to C sharp. And same thing over here for the other hand. So let's go ahead and chunk it. We'll start with the right hand, playing 3 notes, 3 white keys. Now this next group, look at this. We're going to have G and A, B flat and C sharp. And we're going to do D, E, F again. And then this one has 2 black keys, finishing with D. Coming back down, this group of 4, now a group of 3, now a group of 4, and a group of 3. And now we'll play it one note at a time, so 1, 2, 3. Thumb under and play 4 notes, 2 black keys, B flat, C sharp. Now D, E, F, and then G, A, B flat, C sharp, D. Coming back down, 3 on F, 4 on C sharp, 3 on F. And now in real time. And now for left hand, starting with D, a chunk of white keys. Starting on B flat, a chunk with 2 whites, 2 blacks and a white. Back to the group of 4 on E. Now the group of 3. Coming back down, thumb on A. Thumb on D, 2 sharps right away. Thumb on A. Finishing on D. This is D minor harmonic form for left hand. Played in single notes, 4 white keys. finger 3 comes over, 2 black keys, 4 comes over, 4 white keys, 3 comes over, 2 black keys in a row. Coming back down, thumb on A, nice easy stretch of white keys, D to sharp, a sharp and a flat, and then tuck your thumb under, and finish on D. And now in real time. All right, so that is the 2 types of minor scales. Now we've done the natural minor and the harmonic minor, and in our next lesson we're going to learn another etude. We're going to be learning to play Morning Greeting by Cornelius Gurlitt, and this one is not in C major. I wonder if you can tell what key it's in. All right, I'll see you in the next lesson. Thanks for watching.